what's it really like to live in America's fourth largest city? A place known for NASA, for epic floods, and for a cultural map that stretches across hundreds of nationalities. This is Houston Dash, the city of energy, of extremes, and, for many, a city of hope. Here, skyscrapers rise high above flood-prone land. Job opportunities are everywhere, but so is homelessness. Behind the shine of the skyline, the booming job market, and that warm Texas hospitality, there's another story. One of inequality, one of survival, and one of tough choices in modern urban life. So here's the real question. Is Houston the American dream, or the most honest reflection of what big city life in America has become? Houston is a city that can steal your heart and break it, often at the same time. On one hand, it offers so much: a strong economy, plenty of jobs, and one of the most diverse populations in the country. But on the other hand, it hides a reality that's far less glamorous. Beyond the upscale malls and world-class medical centers, there are thousands living in tents and under highway overpasses. According to the Coalition for the Homeless, as of January 2024, there were more than 3,200 unhoused individuals in the Houston metro area. Most of them are Black or Latino. Many are young families or people living with mental illness. The irony? This is the same city where the global energy industry pumps out billions of dollars every year. Even as Houston's economy surges, safety remains a complicated issue. While overall crime has dropped 33% since 2020, residents don't always feel safer. In 2024 alone, murders were down by 8.83%. But reports of rape and aggravated assault both went up nearly 9%. The tension is real. You can have a booming job market and still feel like you need to look over your shoulder. But crime isn't the only challenge. Every single day, millions of Houstonians face something that wears them down slowly: traffic. And it's not just about being late, it's about time lost with family, stress that piles up before you even reach work, and hours of your life slipping away on a congested freeway. Houston is a city built for cars, and now that's one of its biggest weaknesses. In Houston, a car isn't just a mode of transportation, it's a necessity. But that necessity comes with a hidden cost. A 2024 study revealed that the average Houston driver spends about 47 hours a year stuck in traffic during peak hours. That's nearly 2 full days lost sitting behind the wheel. And it's no surprise, Houston ranks among the top 10 worst cities for traffic, coming in at number 8 nationwide. Meanwhile, Metro, Houston's public transit agency, offers a variety of services: local buses, park and ride programs, and 3 light rail lines connecting downtown to key areas around the city. Fares are cheap, just $1.25 a ride, but many residents still prefer their cars. Why? Coverage gaps, infrequent service, and let's face it, public transit here isn't always convenient, especially in suburban neighborhoods. This overdependence on cars doesn't just cost time. It chips away at your mental health. Long commutes and standstill traffic can leave you drained before the workday even begins. As Houstonians often say, cheap is relative, especially when the real price is your time and energy. Now, imagine this. You're already stressed, stuck in traffic, and then the skies darken. A sudden downpour floods the road. What was once gridlock is now a river. In Houston, commuting isn't just about travel time. Sometimes it's about survival. The city's hot, humid, subtropical climate comes with a history of extreme weather. In 2024, nearly 9 out of 10 Houstonians experienced power outages due to severe storms, and over 70% lost electricity for more than 2 days. It didn't just disrupt daily routines, it put lives at risk. Historically, Houston has been no stranger to flooding. Between 1836 and 1936, Harris County endured 16 major floods. One of the worst was in December 1935, when the Buffalo Bayou swelled to 54.4 feet, submerging downtown Houston and causing catastrophic damage. That disaster eventually led to the creation of the Harris County Flood Control District in 1937, an ongoing effort to manage and reduce flood risk. After surviving extreme weather and chaotic traffic, Houston does something unexpected. It thrives. It becomes a true home for people from every corner of the world. Not only does the city bounce back from storms, it opens its arms to new waves of immigrants, bringing stories, food, and traditions from hundreds of cultures. Walk through any neighborhood, and you'll hear dozens of languages, smell spices from across the globe, and see a beautiful, vibrant mosaic you simply won't find anywhere else in the country. As of 2025, more than 2.3 million people call Houston home. Nearly 676,000 of them, about 29.3% of the population, are immigrants born outside the United States. In 2024 alone, Harris County welcomed over 106,000 new residents, and 96% of them came from abroad. This isn't just a city, it's a global magnet, a living, breathing example of diversity done right. You'll find entire communities here. Chinatown, Little India, areas rich with Caribbean, African, Middle Eastern, and Latin American culture. And with that comes an explosion of festivals, food, and music. A year-round celebration of what it means to be a world citizen in one American city. This kind of diversity, it fuels everything, especially the arts. Houston is home to 7 official cultural districts, and every year, the city hosts over 21,000 performances, concerts, and exhibits. From classical symphonies at Jones Hall, to contemporary dance shows, to massive outdoor murals in the East End. Houston's art scene doesn't just exist, it pulses. For lovers of science and history, you'll find world-class destinations, like the Museum of Fine Arts, the Houston Museum of Natural Science, and Discovery Green, a vibrant downtown park that blends recreation with creativity. And when the sun dips behind the skyline, the city transforms again. Houston's nightlife comes alive. In Montrose, you'll find cozy jazz bars. In Midtown, the streets shake with Latin dance rhythms. And in the Heights and downtown, upscale rooftop lounges serve cocktails with sweeping views of the city lights. Behind all the entertainment, Houston holds another kind of power: economic stability. Since May 2020, the Houston metro area has added over 550,000 new jobs, with significant growth in energy, healthcare, manufacturing, and tech. And by 2025, economists project more than 71,000 new jobs, bringing the total workforce to around 3.5 million. But Houston isn't just attracting seasoned professionals, it's a city for people starting over. Immigrants, students, dreamers, and doers. what makes it even more appealing? The cost of living. Compared to the national average, living in Houston is 6% cheaper, and housing costs are about 21% lower than in most other major U.S. cities. That's why many people don't just come here to work. They come here to build a future. And speaking of the future, Houston wears two faces, one in a lab coat, the other in a spacesuit. On one side of town, there's Texas Medical Center, the largest medical complex in the world. Over 10 million patients are treated here every year, and more than 100,000 medical professionals walk its halls. Behind the glass walls and hospital corridors, life is saved and sometimes lost. For many, coming to Houston means searching for just one thing, a second chance. And on the other side, that hope reaches toward the stars. Houston is also home to NASA's Johnson Space Center, where astronauts train and space missions are controlled. It's where the famous phrase, "Houston, we have a problem," was born. But today, Houston isn't just solving problems in space. It's fueling exploration, innovation, and imagination. NASA here isn't just about rockets. It's about reaching beyond limits and chasing what might be possible. So, what is Houston? A city of contrast. Warm, but tough. Inclusive, but demanding. It's a place where dreams can be built, but never without a price. Yes, Houston gives opportunity, diversity, and hope, but it also brings with it floods, traffic, inequality, and hard decisions. Like a great machine that never stops running, Houston never truly sleeps. So if you move here, what will you be looking for? And more importantly, what will you be willing to give?